Welcome to Canada!
Hey, what's up everybody, this is Josh here from Game Hunters R Us. This is maybe a bit of a late entry, but this is a subscriber contest entry for Canadian Retro and his 100 subscribers. The deadline I believe is today, so I'm hopefully just gonna sneak under the wire there and hopefully get in. The last couple of weeks have been really busy with school, trying to get all my final projects done and essays and final exams all in the last week, so it's been really busy, so I hope that that this makes it in time. So he had two options to enter into this contest. The first was to answer 3 separate questions, and the other was to do a game room tour. I think if I had more time, I would definitely do the game room tour to show everybody what I have and highlight a few special things, but due to the time restriction, I'm just going to answer the 3 questions. So the first question is, what is my biggest guilty pleasure associated with gaming? And this was a really tough question for me to answer, but I think I finally figured it out. Basically, as soon as I saw this in my collection, I kind of got excited again. I'm just like, well, that's definitely what it is, because I can't hide a smile when I see it. And that might seem a little bit foolish, but again, it's not called a guilty pleasure for no reason. And that is basically collecting and playing Time Crisis games. I've got the first Time Crisis on the PS1, Time Crisis 2, Time Crisis 3, and I mean, you could even push a little bit further and say light gun games in general, because I have Vampire Knight as well. But definitely, light gun games are kind of my guilty pleasure, especially in the PS2 and the PS1. They're so much fun. And I kind of got carried away with that as well. I bought a GunCon 1 for the PS, the Time Crisis, the first one on the PlayStation 1. And if you have been watching my videos at all, my very first game hunting episode, I picked up a Namco light gun, a Namco GunCon 2. That one was unfortunately broken, but since then I've picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 separate GunCon 2s that are, I believe, 3 are working, 1 is untested as of yet. The latest one I picked up, I still haven't tested it. But these things are great, and they're so much fun just to rip around on the screen. And I even picked up an off-brand third-party one, which is actually my favorite of the bunch, because it has an auto-fire feature. Light gun games, definitely the most fun I've had on video games, especially on like retro video game systems. They're the most fun. I'm gonna pile a whole stack of GunCon 2s. And I think another part of this guilty pleasure comes of, not only have I bought copies for myself of these 3 games, but I actually went out and bought separate copies so I can link my systems together, link 2 PS2 systems together and play with a friend. And one night I sat here with 2 of my other friends and we just played through Time Crisis 1 and 2, and the third one we couldn't even beat. It's actually a really hard game. And I sat with another friend the other night and we went through Vampire Knight about 4 or 5 times. So much fun just trying to unlock everything and pick the right path and go the right way, and it's a lot of fun. The only restriction with that is that you have to have an old like tube style TV. I'll show you. Mine is there. It's a massive beast, but it works, and that's pretty much the only reason I keep it around is to play my light gun games, which I still every once in a while I see it sitting in the corner of my collection. I'm just like, I really need to pull that out and play that again. So yeah, that's my my guilty pleasure. That was a really long answer. I apologize for that. The second question was to pick out a favorite pickup of Canadian Retro and one of his deals. This isn't really one specific item that he's picked out. Again, if you watch my videos, you know that I love deals. I love buying things under market value and under ticket price. So when I see people getting like huge Kijiji or Craigslist deals and they pay a really low amount, that's what really gets me excited, is to see, you know, getting a really good deal on something. And so this is kind of maybe a bit of a cheat answer, and I hope it still counts. It's basically Canadian Retro's PS3 Kijiji deal from episode 21. In it, he picked out all 3 Assassin's 3 games, so Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3. I believe 2 was still sealed, and maybe 3 was as well, I don't quite remember. Red Dead Redemption, Dante's Inferno, Sniper Ghost Warrior, Metal Gear, and Metal Gear Solid 4. So those, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games he got, and all he paid was $20 for all of those games, which is a ridiculously good deal. And I was really jealous when I saw it, and I believe I even left a comment on that video as well, saying that was probably one of the better deals I've seen. So that's what really gets me excited, is seeing, I guess, getting so many games at such a low price. Really gets me excited. And to pick out exact timing when he starts showing games is 45-second mark to the 2-minute and 56-second mark. But yeah, that was an amazing deal, and congrats on that, man. Really, really good deal. The third question to answer, the third requirement, was to point out or to give a shout out to an up-and-coming gaming, retro gaming, or gaming in general channel that's on YouTube. That's startup and doesn't have a whole lot of subscribers, and I really like this idea. Canadian Retro nominated our channel for a retro gaming subscriber contest, and that really meant a lot to us, so it's really nice of him to do the same for his contest as well. So I'm going to throw a shout out to kingedkarl. This is a guy who lives actually not that far away from me. It's about 20 minutes away in the city just north. Actually lives not that far away from Ben. He's a really nice guy. He really loves his Nintendo systems, his N64. He's trying to collect all the color variants of the N64s. So that's really cool. And one day maybe I'll even find a different color. I still just have my regular black one. I haven't even found any other colors for it yet. So maybe one day I'll get to that level. But he's definitely got a really sweet Nintendo collection. I'm not exactly sure where his subscriber count is at, but I know it's not a very popular channel, and I really hope that he can get a lot more subscribers out of it. I actually picked up my Dreamcast from him. It's sitting right there. That's the Dreamcast. So I picked that up from him, and it was a good deal. He gave me a deal on it, so that was really nice of him. He hasn't been around too much very often, but I hope that once subscribers pick up, if people go and check out his channel and subscribe, he'll get back in the game. I know he's busy with school and things too, so and it's hard when you don't get a regular amount of subscribers. It can really take, especially for up and coming game channels, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of time commitment to put into something, to not have a lot of people subscribe and a lot of people like and comment on your videos, and I know what that's like too, especially when we're starting out. Even as such, we're not a very popular channel, and that's kind of a good thing in a way, because it allows us to have a much more intimate connection with our subscribers, you know, and we're able to converse a lot more in the comments and not have it flooded with thousands and thousands of comments. So in that essence, it's kind of a good thing. But I really hope that kingedkarl will get more subscribers, and it'll encourage him to make more videos and definitely keep collecting, because it's a great hobby to have. And I'm going to throw a link to his profile down in the description, so definitely check him out, watch a couple of his videos, subscribe. He's a really cool guy. So yeah, that is it. That is my contest entry for Canadian Retro's 100 subscriber contest. Hopefully it makes it under the wire and I can hop in on the contest entry. That's it. Thank you and have a good day.